again, and thank you so much for joining us today at our Spotlight series for Virtual Art Hop 2020 in July. Again, we are here with Yolonda Lavender from Soul Artistry, getting to know who Soul Artistry is. And now we're getting ready to get into our first discussion and talking a little bit deeper about some topics within the community and representation. So Yolonda, I'm going to just start off with this first discussion and conversation relating to challenges that you might have faced starting with Soul Artistry and working with Soul Artistry and creating Soul Artistry, and also to some moments that have really been truly rewarding, because there's both of those things, right, that happen when we're creating these kind of platforms. And so let us know, what have been some of the most rewarding moments and some of the challenging moments, and especially within this climate today of racial injustice.
Yeah, so rewarding, definitely, again, the company was birthed out of necessity and experiences that I myself and many, other artists in the community that I know and work with had experienced with not necessarily having opportunities provided to them to be able to perform. And so I would say, any chance that I have when I'm able to reach out to an artist and say, hey, here's this opportunity coming up. Are you interested? This is how much it's paying. All of that is definitely rewarding because I, did have experiences where that was sometimes afforded to me when I was first starting and developing as an artist. But I remember more often than not when it wasn't. And so I, really think that it's important, and I feel honored to be able to extend that to other artists because of the fact that I had, a different experience. So I would say that would definitely be the most rewarding. And then in terms of challenges, the fact that Soul Artistry, again, was birthed out of a need and artists not being able to have those opportunities, specifically, again, marginalized artists. I, think about the Black Arts and Cultural Center, which is almost 35 years old, which I had the pleasure and honor of being the executive director of for 5 years. That, really has that as part of its sole mission is to provide opportunities specifically to Black artists, but that is one of very few entities in this community who focus specifically on that. And so I, again, feel grateful that Soul Artistry is able to be in that space where we provide opportunities again to marginalized artists, but it's not enough. And so I think that that is the challenge, is that there is a significant need for individuals, organizations, companies like the Black Arts and Cultural Center, Soul Artistry, to provide those opportunities. And there just has to be more support for organizations, individuals that are doing that, because those artists, they just, they had to be prioritized. So
yeah, and that's one thing that's important to key in on is prioritizing.
Absolutely.
And we talk about value, and it is a challenge and it is a reward when we've started something exciting, but also too, that very thing that we started that's exciting comes out of pain too as well, of looking around and being kind of like, where am I at? And then trying to gather those folks together with sometimes like a lack of resources or lack of support. And, we're going to be getting into a little bit more about like, why, where did that need start, and I think that it's been so great because I personally have the reward for me for Soul Artistry is that I've been able to learn a lot more about artists of color in our community. And with me coming from a theater background, it's been a joy and a discovery when looking at visual artists and also musicians. And so we're just so thankful again to have you with us today. And we'll be talking more about some of that representation and also to making sure that we can kind of really dive into this conversation of community and where we are at as a community. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you all too as well. Please make sure that you don't want to miss this, okay? You want to make sure you stay on for the next question, because we have a beautiful day today where we're going to be talking about a couple different topics. So please make sure that you stay tuned. Right now, you'll have a chance to see some of Soul Artistry's artwork or visual artists throughout the past couple of months. So we're not going to leave you empty-handed. We are having a conversation, but we're also going to be able to show you some really great visuals of some of these artists that Yolonda has been working with and has brought into the community from last year, and then again moving forward too as well. So thank you so much. We'll see you soon.